Everybody, back for another video. I want to say thank you so much to all of you who have subscribed and watching. As I record this, it is Monday, December 9th, which is my birthday. I really appreciate all the support, and I'm so happy to live to see another year. And I want to talk to you about the books that I've been reading. The books that I've been reading are from Nipsey Hussle's book list, and the reason why I decided to take it upon myself. And before I continue the video, I want to say I just got into Nipsey Hussle when I had seen his last interview on The Breakfast Club when he had on the red outfit, the red sweatsuit. There we go. And before that, I had a totally different perspective on him because I thought that he was just going to be like any other rapper talking about the same stuff. And then I learned that he was not like other rappers. All right, and now back to the video. So as I was saying, I have been reading books from Nipsey Hussle's book list. I just found this. It was a little bit after his passing, and I've just been going through it. And the reason why I took it upon myself to read the books that he was reading, it's because, excuse me, I wanted to understand more about why he went about things the way he did and the mentality. And really, it was me wanting to dive into that way of thinking and to see what I could learn from it, because as people, we are influenced by certain things, and me being more in tune with learning about what he was about and how he was just grassroots and did everything himself. And I want to say my whole thought on him as a person after seeing the Breakfast Club interview and then listening to his music and watching his other interviews, it opened my eyes up and just really had me understand more about believing in myself and my skills as a person, and also being business minded and applying what you are studying and learning. Because there's a lot of people out there, no matter what field you're in, and that they want to be this type of person and be in this type of industry, but they're not making the moves to making the choices to be able to get into that field. And once they get in that field, they're not able to understand the whole aspect of the industry. Like me, for example, as you all know, I'm a graphic designer and I do calligraphy. If I had no idea about me and my skill set, regardless if I went to college or not, I would not know much about doing contracts and how to get better. But just to keep that short, him as a person, I just listen to his music and just continue to get inspired. And another thing I have to say is just being focused more on being a positive person, even though at times it's hard to, whether if you believe in yourself or doubt yourself, or it's just society in general, you feel as if it's just beating you down. Right here is the book list. Every title that is highlighted, it's books that I have read. It's either audiobook or hard copy, and a lot of these books have been very beneficial and taught me a lot about myself and about how to go about things in life in a more stronger and positive and more thoughtful way. One book that I really love is The Art and Science of Respect by James Prince. James Prince, aka J Prince, founder of Rap-A-Lot Records. This book really was impactful to me because it taught me a lot about how to go about things in a more thoughtful way and not moving off emotion so much. And of course, we have The Richest Man in Babylon, The Secret, The Way of the Superior Man. This book I definitely recommend to people, whether you're a man or a woman. If you're a woman, give it to a man that you know, but it's not for a man that is sensitive. And the 22 Mutable Laws of Branding, the 22 Mutable Laws of Marketing. These two books are really, really, really good. I recommend those because the branding had taught me a lot about big companies like Chrysler, Ford, Apple, and then the 22 Mutable Laws of Marketing just taught me about how brands get into our mind, and that helps with marketing. A good example is Pringles. Whenever you think of Pringles, you think of this little Pringle man, and then you think of how Pringles are shaped. It's just a little quick example. And where are we at now? Think and Grow Rich. It's a good book. Highly recommend it. 3 Magic Words was one of my very first books from this list that I read. I may have to go back through it. The 48 Laws of Power. These are used every single day, and we have no idea that they're even being used. And then The Art of War. Need I say more? Steve Jobs, the biography about Steve Jobs' life. I read this very, very early on. It taught me a lot, definitely, about Steve Jobs as a person. And then I was a little skeptical, I have to say, at first about this book because I thought it's gonna be about such and such. Well, no, really, it was just about the mentality and this message to the Black man in America by Elijah Muhammad. And more so, I was taking what I can get from the book and apply to my life. Not about joining the nation or all that. It's just about the way of thinking. And no matter what ethnicity you are as well, there's something that you can get from it and apply it to your life. And then Invisible Influence by Jonah Berger. That's one book I'm gonna have to go back through, or you know what, I'll just read reviews on it, watch video reviews on YouTube so I can get a better understanding of that. And Fools by Randomness. I think it was an audiobook. I don't remember that one. I do remember reading it though, obviously. It's highlighted. Then Contagious by Jonah Berger. If you have seen Nipsey Hussle's Breakfast Club interview, he talked about this book, how it was the inspiration for him to sell his mixtape for $100. I don't know anybody else that is an artist that could do such a thing. And Coded Language. Wow. I've read so many. It's actually a lot here. I didn't even think about it that way. And then Between the World and Me. This was a really good book. I like this book a lot because I liked the way how it was written and how it was him, from my point of view, was him writing a book for his younger self and at the same time writing it for his son, and just talking about how the world is. And I want to keep this going on for too much longer. Like, I've been rambling long in this video. And I just wanted to say that this book list, it's some books you may feel they are promoting a certain kind of message when it's not about that. It's just about seeing what you can use to apply to your life and to your journey, to the marathon that you're running. And I'm going to continue going through that list and reading them. And we'll have to say, just to end on this point, I have noticed a lot of changes in myself as a person, as a man, as an individual, and they are ones that I am really, really proud of. All right, thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.